Hi guys, welcome to tonight's Cassiopeia schooner project report, which is quite live, and yeah, my head's a little bit throbbing at the moment, and I'll show you why in just a minute. And so today was mostly about see how far away, wait, I'll change cameras, there you go. See how far away that tower is? See that anchor line that's no longer pointed right at that tower? See this anchor? Okay guys, I gotta start over, sorry. I didn't bring the phone with me that's hotspotting to this phone. So, yep, there's all the anchors. I pulled up that one and got that one and recovered the Bruce anchor, which we lost during our debacle. I drug a grappling hook across the bay and found it. So yay for us. Then I put a buoy on it, and then I re-anchored where I could reach it and grab it and tie it to Cassiopeia again. And I did all that by myself, which was pretty cool. I had a good weather window with the right current and the right. Okay, guys, I got to be honest with you. 90 seconds ago, something happened that is one of the things about the design of Cassiopeia. I go on and on and on about the beautiful design of Cassiopeia. I repeatedly talk about how cool it is to, go through my companionway hatch like this and actually have stairs to get down into the boat. Okay, so it's so cool to have stairs instead of a cockpit ladder, like we turn around and have to run, and climb down the ladder. Not me. I can actually run up these stairs like this. There's only one thing. If you've got a hat on and you're not paying attention and the hatch is closed, then what happens is this step and that step mean that your forehead meets the hatch. Now, on my old Cassiopeia, I have woken up on the deck right there just outside the hatch. And unfortunately, I knew I was a little bit late for our show tonight, and so I did just do that. And so yeah, yeah. 90 seconds ago, I ran up those stairs, hit that hatch, splatted down there onto the deck, and now I'm talking to you guys. And this is my white shirt performance. This is when I was supposed to get really serious about the whole bloody thing. Oh God, you guys can help me look. Oh well, we'll just kind of pretend Army Archie is just a flesh wound. We won't be bothered by that for right now because we've got more important things to do. One of which is to post our colors. We just had another exuberant day of boating in Fort Pierce with hundreds of vessels going by, all stating their political affiliations. Well, one political affiliation. Luckily, well, I haven't heard yet, but I don't think there was any disasters like there was on my home lake when they sank a few boats doing that stuff. But so anyway, we'll fly sort of a different flag. I don't believe our flag has any political affiliations. I think that's one of the coolest things about our colors is that they're kind of cross-cultural, cross-political, cross-gender, just about. I think our colors really, represent something that just about everybody can get behind, no matter what color, creed, or political persuasion. Woohoo! Yay for us! Which is a big part of why I think our project is going to be a success. So that's the thing. You really got to slide that hatch open whenever you can. Oh my. So, okay, now then, I usually start out a little wacky, and I get all, yay for us and all that sort of stuff. So I'll just get really quickly to the brass tacks of the Cassiopeia Schooner Project report. I spent time today running the wire for the new bow light for the dinghy. I got all the anchors up and moved all the anchors. I cleaned up a bit from all of our massive mechanical project. And then I spent hours on LinkedIn, because one of our stalwart crew who has really come through for us, the one that sent us the tripod and the GoPro and stuff, is also well connected on one of the other platforms called LinkedIn. And I have a LinkedIn account. And so I went back and I redid the whole thing, which you know how that is, guys, when you go try and set up your profile and put in all the things and do all the stuff. And so I went ahead and I did that, because right now the concentration is on this project as a project. And so, a lot of you guys have only joined in lately since we've gotten the Cassiopeia. And so I thought maybe I'd give you a little bit of a historical moment by showing you some stuff on the computer, because it has recorded some of the events that have brought us to here. So the deal was that I was in Vanuatu, and I think you guys all know this story pretty much, that I was in Vanuatu and I had to scuttle my old boat, unfortunately. And then all my friends got together and we came up with this idea. And so I wound up in Thailand. And here is a presentation that I did in Thailand that is still a little bit of whoop-hoo and yay for us and everything. So I promise I'm going to get really serious after this, and we're going to really talk about some of the other aspects of what we're doing. I'm going to show you some stuff about Carriacou as well, because I believe that Carriacou is an important part of what our project is now involved in, and the culture of Carriacou and all that sort of thing. So here we go with a presentation from Thailand, when all of my buddies had been emailing me and everything was all coming together for making this happen. So I'm just going to play this for you, and you guys can have a minute to watch. Ready? Here we go. Imagine this: 6 gaff-rigged wooden schooners sailing into a bay, and what they're bringing with them is hope. Hope for the kind of change that we all dream of all around our world. They're going to be full of scientists. They're going to be full of circus performers. They're going to be full of marine biologists and caring people from all over the world. And every port they sail into, they're going to create change. 6 wooden boats with loving humans on board. Not from anywhere, just from everywhere. Just humans, helping fix human things. I'm a dreamer. I love this dream. I know it's going to work. And this is why. The reason is that years ago, I sailed away on a lovely wooden schooner. I had incredible adventures. I saw amazing things, amazing places. I sailed across the Pacific. I saw cultures of all different kinds that I never knew existed. And I even got to play pirate for a while. It was great. And then I sat down after 25 years and I thought, wow, I've got a lot of stories. And so I decided to put the stories together. And as I did, they became a book. But the book became more than just a collection of stories because of everything I had seen from the deck of my old wooden schooner. You can see things a little differently from out there. And so I began to believe that we could make the changes that we need to make for our little blue ball. And so I put that into the book. And meanwhile, I was living on my schooner and it began to fail, and I wound up losing my lovely old girl. Now many people have been aboard my old boat, Cassiopeia, fell in love with her. She changed their lives after they went out sailing with her for a couple of months. It is interesting when you get outside. You're never the same afterwards. And so lots of people have had that experience on my lovely old Cassiopeia. And now that she's gone, we've all kind of collectively gotten together and decided, we can't let this happen. Let's build some more. And when we build some more, let's take more people out. And let's show more people what's going on. And then let's go do stuff about it. And so that's what's happening. I left the lovely Cassiopeia scuttled in Vanuatu, but now I'm in Thailand. And I'm making my new dream happen. Because I know dreams happen if you announce them, if you take an action towards them. So I announced my dream. Hey guys, I'm gonna go build 6 boats and we're gonna sail them around the world, saving the world. Everybody goes, okay, cool. So I came to Thailand. And now I've been scooting all around, doing all the brass tack stuff. Like I've been going up and over the mountains and all around looking for a place to build these boats. And I've done it. I found the boatyard. And I found a local boat builder. And in fact, the original boat builder of Cassiopeia is willing to come to Thailand and help build. Okay, guys. So there's a bit of that. And I'll get to the end for you just for fun, just for, you know, a little bit of that. But the truth is that I was in Thailand and I found the boatyard and I got all the numbers crunched and I got bids from everybody, and it suddenly became very, very real. And so then for ages I started putting it out there. But here, I'll let you see the last few minutes of this just for fun. Let's see, where is it? Here we go. Okay. Then it's up to us to go and change the world. Ha-ha! Yay for us, guys! It's gonna work. I'm in. It's real. Let's do it. Woohoo! So there you go. The Cassiopeia Schooner project was developed right about then. And that's now been over a year and a half ago. And we have moved forward in so many different ways, including having a Facebook group with 1,000 people on it, including having these little videos with 6, 7, 8, 9,000 people watching, including having acquired the mothership, the sister ship of Cassiopeia as the mothership of all things. I had thought about trying to find some big boat to be the, you know, mothership of the project to hang out on in Carriacou while we were building the boats. And okay, so now we've got to do the shift from, oops, I got to be able to see, from the Thailand thing to what then happened. Because what then happened was that Alexis, well, a bunch of people, John Smith first started hassling me about it. John Smith has a great old Carriacou sloop called the Mermaid. He's been sailing around on her for 45 years with no engine, all over the Caribbean. Famous sailor kind of guy. And so he started, you know, emailing me and talking to me and saying, hey, Harold, you got to do it down in the West Indies because their boat building thing is dying. And we really need to help them out. And it would be perfect and they can do it and la-di-da-di-da-di-da. And so then Alexis got in touch with me. And Alexis has created this amazing documentary, which I keep asking you guys to watch, called Vanishing Sail. And so I went and sailed with Alexis on Genesis in the Carriacou Regatta. So I'm going to show you a little bit about Carriacou as part of our, you know, this is all real kind of presentation. Ready? Here we go.
My name is Alexis Andrews, and I'm the captain owner of Genesis. Genesis is a Carriacou sloop. She was built in 2005 in Carriacou, in the Grenadines, and she was built as a traditional workboat. These boats used to fish and trade between the islands for many, many generations, and the skills that it takes to build these is kind of dying out in the West Indies. All of these islands used to build boats, and this is actually the last place where you can still find these skills. When we built Genesis, we wanted to kind of do a bit of a tribute to these guys and their skills. So we called it Genesis for several reasons. We thought it might be the beginning of something interesting, and sure enough, since she was launched, there's been a bit of a resurgence going on. We've built, I think, 6 vessels since then. A lot of people now find it really quite inspiring what we've done. So one thing about these boats is they're extremely competitive, and because we have 3 that are all 42 feet long by 12 feet wide, we're very, very closely matched. And they're very quick, they're very fast. The reason they were built as fast boats is they had to bring the fish back fresh and therefore needed the speed. They're also used for smuggling contraband between the islands. So they have a reputation of being quick and, you know, a little bit edgy, and it's part of West Indian culture. We're quite a tight little band. We're very happy to be part of all of this. And being in the Antigua Classic Yacht Regatta is awesome because we're the only kind of island class, and it's just a privilege to sail among these absolutely stunning vintage and classic yachts from all over the world. So I think the Classic Yacht Regatta is about keeping traditions alive, and we have many traditions in classic yachting. We have vintage, repair, we have rebuild, we have designs on classic older vessels being reignited, we have traditional classes of the West Indies. All of these require passion, and passion is what sailors bring to this event. We're very grateful to be included, and we'd like to see it continue for many, many years.
So he mentioned something. Passion. Passion about wooden boats. Passion about racing. Passion about the sea. And that's something that our project is well equipped with all the people that have involved in my previous Cassiopeia. He mentioned the Antigua Classic Yacht Regatta. Cassiopeia participated in that regatta 5 years running. She won in her class a couple of years. She won line honors 1 year from one of the starts. She won the Spirit of the Regatta award there. She carried on to win the Foxy's Wooden Boat Regatta. And in fact, she came in front of everybody in the Carriacou Wooden Boat Regatta 1 year. But because she wasn't part of Carriacou, it didn't count. They kind of bend the rules there. There's prize money involved after all. And so I just went down with Alexis and raced with him on Genesis and met all of the guys who are involved in building the boats in Carriacou. And so I'm going to introduce you to one of them. His name is Alwyn. And he is he's the father of Jesse and Carl, who I raced with and sailed with and showed the designs to and showed the spreadsheet to that we put together in Thailand. And so I'm just here we go again, guys. I'm just showing you some of the stuff, some of the dynamics of this thing that I'm talking about. And we'll go even further when this is all, when I get done with this part. Okay, ready? Here we go.
Shakespeare Mass at Carnival. But what's really unique about Carriacou is the boat building culture. Let's learn some more.
Carriacou sloops, I think, is one of the most prettiest sloops that we have around.
This is Alwyn.
And especially when they when you put the sails on them and you put them on the seawater and they start sailing. So I believe that is one of the difference between our sloops here and other sloops around. Well, our design here is more like the Nova Scotia design and not in the Scottish design.
All right, I'm going to skip through a little bit.
What already happened, a lot of people, I mean, I wouldn't doubt that to say the Scottish people came here to build vessels.
Loving sailboats and I lived in my sailboat when I was here, going to school. I started hearing about the sloops and the tradition of building of the sloops.
Can you imagine them launching Cassie that way? I can.
It's a hand-on tradition from grandparents to uncle, father to children. So, and going around them and walking on holidays, yeah.
What we know is that we have is a boat building village in Carriacou. And if this thing had gone from here, everything gone here.
What drove us to make this film, for me personally, it's very personal, because in Carriacou was what
3 years of filming,
Okay, guys.
and during that time we had many setbacks, many challenges.
All right, all that
and
bit
it's
was
not
about
easy to building a-
all that bit was part of what the Vanishing Sail thing was all about. But those are the guys that can build our boats. We can go there, and that can happen. I sat down there after I raced with Genesis, and we won. I'm not sure, but I think it was Genesis' first ever win of the Carriacou Regatta, so I was very proud to be on board for that. And we sat around with Alwyn and Jesse and sorry, not Jesse, Carl and the boys for a long time afterwards. And like I said, we looked at the designs, we looked at the spreadsheet, and they're like, yes, please, can we do this project here? I may have mentioned it one time before, but I went to the historical museum there and met the curator, this lovely 65, 70, I don't know how old, older, wonderful, beautiful lady who had been taking care of the thing forever. And we discussed the project, and I showed her some pictures and talked to her about what Alwyn had said and everything. And she reached up and hugged me and with tears in her eyes said, please come to our island for your project. Please help us bring our children back to the sea. Please help us get them off of their phones and connect them with the idea of working with wooden boats. It's our tradition. It's our island. It's our life. Please. And, you know, I was teary-eyed too after that. And so, but, you know, I mean, there is a bit of fun to be had there, I have to say, as well. It's like here, I'll show you this part. The regatta is just heaps of fun. Oops, wait, that camera. Come on, Harold, get your technology together. Look at them all sailing around. And I think I told you a story once about being a white guy in Trinidad and trying to learn to dance. And, well, I thought that might give you guys a little bit of a giggle for tonight. Yeah, so the regatta has lots of great stuff going on, and you know, it's such an amazing place for us to go do our project. And so, like I say, it's such a multi-dimensional idea. what we've got going on. The Cassiopeia schooner project is a very viable idea on many, many different levels. We can do environmental stuff. We can work with the whale watchers and the dolphin watchers. We can pick up plastic. We can interact with the locals. We can bring back wooden boat building traditions all over this world. It is a dead serious, wonderful, wonderful thing. Here, just I'll just show you these pictures of these guys. Some of the things that they've built. You know, I don't know if you can see that here. Maybe I can make that bigger. Oh, can you see that? There you go. I mean, look at them. They're just it's like incredible what they can build, you know? I mean, you don't think they can build a Cassiopeia? Check that one out. Of course they can. And when we talked about how to build all 6 of them all at once, it was like, yeah, man. And check out the location. Any of you guys want to come help build a boat right there? Would you like to be working on that beach? Look at this. You know? Oops. Lost it. Okay, let me try and find that one again. There we go. Okay. Okay. So, I just wanted you to see a little bit about part of why I am really touched with the idea of us going to Carriacou to help do these things. And now I'm going to show you something else. Because not only do you need to see it because it's just absolutely gorgeous, I think that's gorgeous. But that is gorgeous too. And if you look right back there, I've tried to, look at that, I can. Look, see, there's a big blue boat. And that guy, I just saw today, he too is working by himself on his big old boat. And he just got back from the Abacos. And he was just reiterating that the place is still a mess from Dorian, the storm. So, if the reason that we have been held up in Fort Pierce for all this time is because there is one of the cheapest boatyards on the whole Florida coast right there, and it was close enough for Jesse and Fred and Cheryl to drive back and forth and back and forth and back and forth to where we now have a working engine, and by sometime next week we're going to be making the propeller go round and round. Maybe, you know, like everybody says, when bad things happen and you don't want to hear it, but you hear it, that everything happens for a reason, and maybe that's the reason that we're here right now, so that we can regroup, get our funding together, and get this thing going on. So yeah. He was all about the being able to get aid over there and stuff, and he could well wind up being another one of our buddy boats. He was very keen on the whole idea. All right, guys, I'm gonna leave it at that for you, and I'm afraid you're gonna have to let me run down because I'm in the same boat that I've been in for a while. Although I am planning on going to the grocery store tonight. Somebody actually gave us a little bit of a bump. And so it's enough to go get some groceries, and I'll have something to toast with tomorrow because it's been long enough. All right, I'm just going to take some good old rainwater and make it special for Neptune by putting it in my fancy drinking vessel that I talked about. All right, guys. I'm not hooping. I'm not hollering. I'm not, you know, wide-eyed and crazy. I got a good ding in my forehead. But this is a very real thing right now. It's really coming together. When this engine gets going, this boat is really close to being viable. And I really appreciate all of you guys' support. I really appreciate everything that's been going on. And, you know, as I always do, heaps of gratitude. And so now we're at that point of punching on through and making this into the real thing that it really, really, really can be. And we can do it aboard this amazing vessel. And every vessel has traditions, and every skipper worth his salt is superstitious about said traditions. And on the good ship Cassiopeia, we have a tradition that goes like this. It goes, here's to the good ship Cassiopeia. Hip hip, hooray! And to her stalwart and most amazing crew, hip hip, hooray! And to the great King Neptune, brother. Yes, we're coming, and hopefully tomorrow I'll have something with a little bit more bite to it. Ha ha! Hip hip, hooray! All right, guys. Tonight's Cassiopeia Schooner Project report ran a little bit late. Man, but check it. Check it. Pause for a minute. This is why we're doing it. We're doing it for our beautiful planet. We're doing it for the connections between all of us. We're doing it to create peace between each other and our lovely little blue ball. All right, guys. I love you. I'll have a fun story for you tomorrow of something. I don't know. I mean, there's lots of crazy stuff going on. Who knows what's going to happen tomorrow? Everything happens different every single day. All right. Love you. Talk to you then.